Greetings, I'm Neon and today I wanted to make a video on something that I never really talked about on my channel, and I really wanted to make sure I have this in my videos for all you newcomers or veterans out there who enjoy this game. So this game constantly goes on sale, so welcome to it. I have a ton of guides on my channel, so check them out. I wanted to talk about spinels. So you might have noticed these little pink gems at the top right of the screen. They're not gems that you can sell, unlike in the original game. Spinels are things that you trade with the merchant. So you can get exclusive things from the merchant if you complete if you acquire spinels. You can acquire spinels by completing merchant requests, which are the blue little leaflets that you can find around, or by finding them randomly in boxes and things like that. Of course, you can keep track of your request. If you go to the files section here, as you can see, it tells you how many spinels you can unlock with each request. So, what's good and what's bad? What should you be getting with these spinels? So before we go in depth, let me tell you the best things you can get at the merchant with the trade menu and the spinels are three things. The laser sight, which is an amazing thing, which I will be talking about later, and of course the exclusive upgrade ticket. Those are the main two things that I personally dedicate my spinels to, because you really don't need anything else. Everything else is kind of situational. An additional thing, if you are playing this for the first time ever, then get the treasure maps. So the treasure map, the exclusive upgrade ticket, and the laser sight are the top three best things you can get at the merchant, in my personal opinion. But of course, if you are playing this for the first time, it doesn't really matter. But I do suggest you get the you get the treasure map for all of the levels, and just constantly look at your treasures in the map by pressing the map button. Additionally, you can get some other really cool things that are good, but they're not that amazing as you might think, like the the attaché cases and all of those upgrades. But that's all depends on your playstyle. So let's talk about more in depth on what's good and what's bad. Let me just start by saying it doesn't matter what you get on your first playthrough. I 100% recommend you get what you want on your first playthrough. Enjoy it. Don't worry too much about what's good or what's bad. But if this is your first playthrough, I 100% recommend the treasure maps. Every treasure map, as soon as it becomes available, you should be purchasing this. If this is your first playthrough, mind you, if you already know where the treasures are, you don't need the treasure map. So what the treasure map is a map that shows the locations of the treasures in all of the areas of the village. For example, this one's the village one. You can also get the island one and the castle one. So what that means is if I open up my tab here, I will be able to see my map. I will be able to see, as you can see here, the treasures. And it's really, really, really freaking good on your first playthrough. But if you're a veteran, you don't need this. You will remember all of these after your 30th playthrough. Additionally, you can also purchase yellow herbs, which I personally never did this. I'm sure it's a good strategy to sell these or use them. I honestly don't think it's good. I would say stay away from this because it's not that essential. You find yellow herbs. The yellow herbs increase your max health. They are not that great. Yellow diamond. So yellow diamond is something that you just find around the world. This is the best of the round cut gems. So, I mean, if you need extra money, sure, but otherwise it's not that important. Same thing goes with the red beryl. This is the best rectangular cut gem. Additionally, we also have attachments like the high power scope. Don't waste your money on this, really, it's not worth it. We also have the elegant mask. Now this is an interesting one. So the elegant mask has 3 round sockets, which means you can input 3 different color gems to get the most out of it. Additionally, you can do all 3 colors like blue, red, and and so on. I have a separate I have a separate video dedicated to treasure, so check it out. I'm sure it'll be linked somewhere around here. But this is an interesting one because it's more situational, like whether you only if you need it, basically. But otherwise, don't bother. Same thing with all of the attachments. I would say the TMP stock is actually amazing because it increases your focus on your TMP, therefore increasing the critical chance hit rate, and it also improves accuracy. So it's a pretty good thing to have on your first playthrough, especially if you're fully upgrading the TMP, which I recommend. The Red 9 stock, now this is a bit controversial to talk about, it's not that great, okay? But if you like the Red 9, this is your weapon that you're dedicating your upgrades to because you found it for free, Red 9 stock, you have to have it, otherwise the Red 9 will be terrible. If you want to know what the best pistol is, I have an entire different video on that, but if you don't want to click away, the SGO9 and the Sentinel-9 are my recommended weapons in terms of handgun. But trust me, any handgun, any weapon on this game is good enough. But mind you, different things will require different amounts of money. That's why I recommend the Sentinel-9 and the SGO9 because they are the cheapest ones and they are the highest damage. Next up we have the Matilda. This is not that great of a weapon. Stay away from it on your first playthrough unless you want to experience the original handgun from Resident Evil 2, but it's not that great of a weapon. It actually is the worst. This weapon though becomes the best weapon to do a cat ears run. So the cat ears give you infinite ammo. So this gun with the attachable stock becomes a force to be reckoned with. It shoots super fast, it deals an insane amount of damage, but only if you have infinite ammo. If you don't have infinite ammo, don't bother. Same thing with Chalice of Atonement. I would say don't bother with this, it's a waste. Gunpowder, now I never found myself in a spot where I needed gunpowder, but if you need it, if you only drastically need it, buy it. Otherwise, stay away from it. The Punisher is a pistol that you can get for 5 spinels. It is not the best, but it's also not the worst. It's a pretty good weapon, it shoots through enemies. I would say stay away from it because the SG9 is the best, but a lot of people in the community really like this weapon, and the fact that you can put the laser sight on it makes it a good weapon in my book. But it's 5 spinels that I could use on my exclusive upgrade ticket, which we'll be talking about in a second, so I don't think it's worth it. This weapon fully upgraded doesn't deal that much damage, and the exclusive upgrade, which unlocks after you fully upgrade it, is not that great. It's only very situational and I don't recommend it. But if you want to try it, go for it. It's all down to preference. Next up we have the laser sight. Now the laser sight is by far the second best thing you can get in the exclusive trade of, the Spinel trade menu. The laser sight is a laser device that aids in target acquisition. It can only be mounted on the SGO9, the Punisher, and the Sentinel-9. Only these 3 handguns. The Sentinel-9 is acquired by buying it for real money on the PlayStation Store, Xbox Live Store, or Steam. This is an amazing attachment if you combine it with the SGO9R and the Sentinel-9 because it makes your shots have a higher chance of dealing critical hit damage, on top of adding the visual representation of the laser. So combine this with an exclusive SGO9 or Sentinel-9 and you will have a ton of damage in the form of a handgun. It is an amazing thing because handgun ammo is incredibly common and you can craft it very easily. That's why I 100% recommend you dedicate your spinels to fully upgrading an SGO9R or the Sentinel-9 if you want extra max, extended mag on the Sentinel-9, which ends up dealing more damage because it has fire rate, so higher fire rate. So Sentinel-9R might be slightly better than the SGO9, but if you don't have it, SGO9 is the way to go. I have an entire video dedicated on the best handguns and a full run on with the pistol only, so Sentinel-9 with laser sight is the best. Additionally, we can buy attaché cases. Now these things are really good on your first playthrough, but once again, only situational. These drop, this metallic black case will increase the drop rate of resources large, which will allow you to create flash grenades, heavy grenades, and things like that. It is highly situational, but it's actually pretty good. It's not that bad, but it's 8 spinels. So it's up to you to make that decision. I think if you're not buying anything else other than the exclusive upgrade ticket, I would say the attaché case black is an alright thing to do on my book. But otherwise, not really. I never really use it. But if your playstyle demands a lot of flash grenades and stuff like that, it's pretty good. So we also have gunpowder here. I never really found, like I said, the need for it, so I don't really care too much about it. And additionally, we have the exclusive upgrade ticket, which on this playthrough I don't have access to because I've already bought it. But it is an exclusive upgrade that you can purchase. So a ticket will allow you to get the exclusive upgrade for a gun without fully upgrading it. So every gun has an exclusive, as you can see here, or you know, every weapon. The knife has an exclusive of speed 1.5. So this will only unlock if I fully upgrade the knife. And with the exclusive upgrade ticket, I can just buy the exclusive without having to fully upgrade it. Each exclusive upgrade ticket costs starting from 30 spinels, and it goes up to 40, and then I believe it goes up to 45. I'm not too sure after that. So you can have up to 2 tickets in one playthrough. So if you really are wondering what is the most effective way of using your spinels, 100% only purchasing the exclusive upgrade tickets. Now, mind you, by the end of the game, you end up having enough money to fully upgrade several guns, so the need for an exclusive ticket ends up being less necessary after your first one. Rushing the exclusive upgrade ticket by completing all 7, I believe it's 6 or 7 merchant requests before chapter 7 will allow you to do amazing things. So if you want to check out my guide on how to get S+ on professional or hardcore or any difficulty, I always use this strategy of purchasing the exclusive upgrade ticket, which you can see here is a single-use ticket that you can only use once, that grants access to a weapon's exclusive upgrade regardless of the weapon's level. So once again, there you have it. It is an amazing thing to get. So too long didn't read. Stay away from everything except the exclusive upgrade tickets. On your first playthrough, buying the treasure map is the best thing. So if I were to rank these things to get are: number 1, the best ones are exclusive ticket, treasure maps only on first playthrough and only if you don't know where the exclusive, the treasures are, the laser sight if you're using the SG09R, which you should be, or the Sentinel-9, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is up to you. I would say dedicate your exclusive upgrade ticket, and then if you have the expanded treasure map, you will also be given extra spinels from the golden containers, or the little chests that you can find. So it actually does help buying the DLC for this game. So if you have extra spinels, for sure, just buy just buy whatever you want, but prioritize the exclusive ticket, the maps, and the laser sight. Everything else is up to you. It's depends on your playstyle. So that's what I think about the trading mechanic on Resident Evil Remake. I actually think it is an amazing addition. And if you want to know where all the requests are, I have an entire video on that for separate ways and other things like that. So check out that on my channel. And yeah, hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.